I think we are. Oh, someone's going to pop in here.
It's recording. You're good to go.
Okay, great. Perfect. All right. Well, welcome everyone. Amanda, I saw you just hopped in. Good morning. We are just getting started. Wonderful to see you. Hi. We're going to go ahead and review our DeSoto County Ahead Exhibitor Resource Fair info session. My name's Alicia Exantis. I'm specifically exhibitor support for the event. Alongside with me is Lindsay Smith. You have received a couple emails from her and I. We are working directly with you. We will be at the exhibitor booth just for you, specifically any questions or concerns you have. Sherry Corrier is listed here. She is not here today, but she is the initiative lead, and I'm sure if all of you do not know her, you will meet her. She is very active in all of our DeSoto Ahead's initiative, especially being that lead. And then Erica Kelly is our project manager for this event specifically. So these are the three other women who will work side by side with me to make sure everything goes off perfectly. All right, as we welcome you this morning, we do ask that you keep your microphones muted. This session, like I said, it will be recorded. If you have any questions, you can physically raise your hand, or there's the fancy little raise hand button on Zoom that you can click. But I want all of you to know at the end, there will be a question and answer session. So if you can wait, that would also be great to wait till the end, and we can do that then. Our agenda today, we will go ahead and review the event, some background information about DeSoto. We're going to go over some things like social media, exhibitor setup day, information and connections that you'll make. We want to make sure to review and verify exhibitor registration as well as attendee registration. You're going to hear about that today. We'll quickly review some best practices for your booth. And then, like I said, one of the most important parts that we'll be answering those questions that you have. All right, a little bit of background information about DeSoto County. This is our second event with DeSoto County Ahead. We have been doing a lot of, when I say we, I do want you to know it is the Patterson Foundation who I'm speaking of. We have been spending a lot of time and doing a lot of work in DeSoto, getting to know the community members. And if I'm being honest with you, we've fallen in love with you. The community members are so excited and ready to move forward and to have more positive change and growth. And we have loved working with you. Last year's event was exhilarating. There was so much energy, but we did listen to your feedback and we have made some changes. The feedback we heard specifically from exhibitors was we would love more exhibitors. So we have upped it to 60 this year. We have just a couple left. If you know of any organizations, please have them email us as soon as possible. You asked for more people to attend. We're hoping to have around 400 this year. You asked for more time. So we are extending the resource fair and even adding on a 30-minute slot at the end. And let's see, I thought there was one more thing. Oh, and you loved having the exhibitors being able to walk around. So we're going to strongly encourage that. We're going to make sure all of you get your fun things just like the attendees do to walk around and participate. So again, we're super excited to be here in DeSoto County. And yeah, it's a little bit about us. Materials. You did receive an email yesterday with the following materials. The exhibitor packet, it does provide general information and logistical information about the event. We strongly encourage you look over that. And if you would like to forward it to anyone else that's working with your booth, that would be a great thing to pass on, as well as the communication guide. So this is going to provide information about media inquiries, some example talking points, and some social media details that you can share with your network and those that work with you. If you did not receive that email, I would love if even at the end or now you dropped in your email address for us. We want to make sure you have these, but Erica has also put them in the chat. So feel free to open it up, save it, and read it and pass it on. Exhibitor setup. Everyone here has selected a time that they would like to come set up their booth. We are aware of your time. If you need to change for some reason, there's no problem with that. They are listed here. One time is the day before, January 7th from 12 to 2. The other time is day of from 12 to 3. The biggest thing about this slide right here is what's in red. We need to have all booths set up by 3 p.m. on January 8th because the event does start at 4. So we are asking that you have that booth set up. If for some reason neither of those times work, something comes up, you have my email, Lindsay's email, Sherry and Erica's. Please just let us know. We're willing to accommodate you in any way that we can. When you walk into the Turner Center, you will check in. There will be a TPF representative located in that front lobby. That's where you'll receive your table number and location. You will then walk in the front doors with a number, with a map, and you're going to look at Lindsay and I, and we'll make sure we get you at the right spot. We'll show you where your table is, where other tables are. We'll make sure you feel comfortable and you're ready to start unloading and get your booth set up and looking great for the event. In regards to unloading, there is an east door that's in the back. So the east door is in the back. If you would like to pull your car around back, unload, walk into your booth, you're more than welcome to do so. We just ask that you go back to your car and pull around front to park. When I say around front, I am talking about that south main entrance. So you're more than welcome to drop your stuff off there, drop your stuff off in the back, but we do ask that when you're all finished dropping off your things, please park in that south main entrance. When you arrive, you will see that 8-foot table with 2 chairs. We do not have any outlets for electricity, so please plan accordingly to not have that. And then, like we did say, we are anticipating to have around 400 people, specifically local organizations and attendees coming to the event. So we wanted to make sure you knew that number. Day of event, we did go ahead and put in bold specifically when your booths need to have someone at them, but we wanted to review the whole event for you. The event will be from 4 to 8 p.m. Again, that's on January 8th. We'll start off with welcoming everyone into those double doors, getting them checked in, and the resource fair will start right away. That is from 4 to 6 p.m. Everyone will be given a bag. So if you do have things to hand out, attendees will be able to drop them in and carry it around with them. Like I said, we're hoping to have around 60 exhibitors. So there is a 2-hour slot for that. After that, we'll go into dinner from 6 to 6:45. From 6:45 to 7:30, there will be a program presentation. And then from 7:30 to 8 will be last call for resource fair. So again, both bold sections, 4 to 6, 7:30 to 8, that is when we ask that you have someone at your booth ready to present and spend time with the attendees. Exhibitor passport. Personally, this is my favorite part. It was a huge hit last year, and it was a lot of fun watching everyone go around and get their little numbers to put on their passport. This passport will be offered to all attendees, but to all exhibitors as well. We are all about connecting and engaging, and we don't just mean attendees learning about your organization, we mean your organization learning about other organizations as well. So we strongly encourage that you have more than one person at your booth working the booth so that you can have the others walk around at some point to engage, connect, and meet with others. As an exhibitor, you will receive numbered stickers for passports to hand out. All guests that visit, they'll come up to you, you will hand them a number sticker, they'll place it on their passport, and then after they're done speaking and engaging with you, they'll move on to the next exhibitor booth. The big exciting news is that any attendee that engages with 25 booths or more, they will then take their passport, come back to that front table, that exhibitor help booth where Lindsay and I are seated. That's where they will turn in their passport, and we will then award them with the $25 gift card. But if they fill it in and submit it before 6:45 p.m., they will be entered into a drawing for a $1,000 Pay It Forward award. And that will go to the nonprofit in DeSoto County of their choice. So again, every attendee that fills in 25 or more and submits that time card, even if they submit it at that 7:30 to 8 follow-up, that last little bit of time, they will receive the $25 gift card. But if it's before 6:45, the $1,000 Pay It Forward could be won by anyone who submits that passport. I want you to know one of the biggest questions you're going to get is, where do we turn this in? So it's right in the front, almost if you walk into the lobby, you've gone too far. You've passed us. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but we've got some pretty big personalities around here. So if you just point them in our direction, we'll be sure to make sure they get in the right place to get their gift card for turning in their passport. Who you can expect to connect with. As of right now, these are all of the exhibitors that we have with booths set up, ready to go. Everyone has an assigned number. If you do not see your organization on here, even if you rewatch this and you don't see it, please let us know. We're trying to do a good job with making sure everyone has a table is listed here. But yeah, we're just super excited to get all of you connected, engaging, and talking with the community members. Social media, as all of you know, is huge today. We strongly encourage you to take photos and videos during the event. Share them on social media. We have specific hashtags you will see a lot of us using, like hashtag DeSoto County Ahead, hashtag TPF Aspire, hashtag Turn Outward. And then we would love if you would tag at the Patterson Foundation in any platform that you choose to use. But our big thing right now with social media is we would love to have the attendees that make up your community, your organization, who you are in contact with, who you are working with, who you're connected with. We are going to make sure in our follow-up email to add a flyer. If you could share that with your community members, that would be wonderful. Signups are still open for attendees, and we're just looking to get some more attendees that you specifically work with and that we could then connect with even more organizations in your area. All right, I've said the word attendee a lot. I haven't said exhibitor too much, and here's why. All of you have registered as exhibitors. At least one person from your organization has, and that's great. We got you to our Zoom here. Everything's good on that end, but we need anyone who is working the booth, the exhibitor booth, to also register as an attendee. That is so we have a food count. I mean, that is so we know how many people will be there for seating. So I'm talking food and seats. This is really important. If you're a QR code kind of person, you can go ahead and scan that now, pass it on to those who are working with you to make sure they are registered, as well as anyone that you know personally or through your organization that you think would like an invitation to come. But we've also dropped it in the chat box. If you'd like to pop that up, have it up there in your browser ready to send out after. Again, anyone who is working the booth, we really need them to sign up as an attendee so that we can have a correct count of how many individuals will be at the event. All right, we know a lot of you have done this before, had your booths at different events, but we are going to go ahead and just review a couple exhibitor best practices. We would love for you to show up with a welcoming smile, making a friendly impression to everyone. Before the event starts, we would love for you to walk around, connect with other organizations, introducing your program and service in clear and easy language. And also, we do want to point out that there are others in the community where English is a second language. So if you do have any type of resources or even someone who's bilingual at your table, that would be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for the community, specifically Spanish speaking as well as Haitian Creole. Those are the two big ones we have heard of while working in your community. Use of branding and marketing tools to attract people to your table. We love seeing the table covers, the pop-up signs, posters, any type of handouts that you have to pass on to attendees. That would be great. And then, yeah, we just ask that you be yourself and connect. Perfect. There we go. Okay, great. Thanks, Lindsay. We just wanted to show one of our tables specifically from last year. I mean, big smiles, bright colors, forever friends. You see right here who they work with, what they do. And yeah, we loved having them at our event last year. So we wanted to showcase them this year. All right, honorarium. Here's the big one for you guys as exhibitors. As an appreciation for your participation in our DeSoto Ahead resource event, the Patterson Foundation will be you will receive a $150 donation. We're going to call it an honorarium. Again, from TPF, the Patterson Foundation, to the organization that you're working with or an organization of your choice that's operating in DeSoto County. So how do you get that honorarium? There's two things that we were going to need for you to do. One, you can check off today. You have to come to a live exhibitor info webinar. All of you have done that. If for some reason you did pop in a little late, don't worry, we can send the link out to you. We appreciate you making time in your busy day to be here. So you can go ahead and check that off. And then the second part is that you do come to the event on January 8th. With those two things checked off, the honorarium will be sent out to you via mail, but there are some things that we need to know before we can send out that check to you. That will be in a follow-up after action survey. It will come via email, but if it's Monday morning and you're like, let me get this off my to-do list now, this is the QR code for it. Erica will drop in the after action survey. And before you fill it out, I just wanted to give you a heads up of what we need. To get you the honorarium check, we need to know the organization's name that you want the $150 check to go to, the address of that organization, and specifically who it needs to be addressed to. So again, by participating, by coming to our Zoom info session with those two things checked off, we would love if you would go ahead and fill out that after action survey, get us those details so we can get you the check out in the mail as soon as the event is over. All right, thank you so much, all of you, for coming today. I did not see any questions in the chat box, but that doesn't mean you don't have any. We're going to hop over to our question and answer section now. Are there any questions in regards to the resource fair, before, after, the honorarium, anything like that? Okay. If for some reason you think of something, like I said, just go ahead and send us an email. As you leave here today, I strongly encourage, please pass on the information to those in your community. We'd love to see them attend our event. Please check out that exhibitor packet and communications guide. And probably the most important thing is to fill out that after action survey. We want to make sure we do go ahead and get you that honorarium sent out as soon as the event's over. If you are a TPF participant with that after action survey, you might want to wait just a minute. I'm going to send you a specific email about filling out a couple questions, but everyone else, feel free to fill it out as soon as possible. Erica, Lindsay, if you ladies are good, I'm going to tell our Monday crew, have a great rest of their week. Sound good with you? All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys. Bye, DeSoto. We'll see you soon. We're so excited. Bye. Bye, Heather.